All right. 1 minute. Seems off. Still seems off. Why does it always seem like this a little bit? Guess that works. Okay. Big Wolf on Campus, Season 2, Episode 15. Mr. Roboto. This one. I don't know if I've ever seen this one before. It's really weird. In this episode, there's a new guidance counselor played by Harold from Red Green. And we had Graham Greene in the 101 Damnations, and now Harold. But yeah, there's a new guidance counselor, and it turns out he's a cyborg, and he's using microchips to turn the troubled students into model students, but he's turning every student, not just the bad ones. Like, he gets TNT and he gets Becky, but that's it. Meanwhile, but that's not all he's going after. He's going after other, like, all the students, not just the troublemakers. Meanwhile, Tommy and Lori are having relationship troubles, which leads to a very confusing ending of this episode. Having relationship troubles because for some reason Tommy doesn't think Lori's strong enough. This is an episode that came out today. People would say it's woke, but it's not. Like that she can just some reason Tommy doesn't think she's as strong as he is because he's a werewolf, which he's got a point. He is a werewolf, but she's in like a kickboxing thing, and he keeps saying, "Oh, he's so cute, little girl," and so she gets offended by it. But Burton uncovers the Roboto thing. You know, to be honest, if you were trying to keep it a secret, I would hook up a projection thing to your eye. So, you know. So when Becky starts acting weird, they take Becky, they use the microchip, and they hack in, and they find out that this Mr. Roboto, this Mr. Geiger, is a robot created by the real Dr. Geiger, but the robot killed the real Mr. Geiger and is now out there trying to terraform all students into model people. I guess. It's a very Stepford Wives type plan. Everything. Everyone's has to behave normal. TNT, of course, become his sidekicks. That's like the third time this season that the villain of the episode has taken TNT as bodyguard. The Sandman, and now Geiger. I swear there was one more. Maybe it was only the second time. I don't know, but I don't know. The episode didn't really impress me much. They just detach the head from the body so it stops working, and then it's done. And then Tommy and Lori decide to break up, although Tommy said they can't fight bad evil together anymore, but she just wants to plain break up. If that is the dumbest excuse to break these two characters up, if you didn't think it was working to have these characters together, then why put them together in the first place? I mean, we'll see some plot lines unfold throughout the rest of the season about, you know, will they, won't they, you know, do they stop feelings for each other? Obviously they do, but they decide, I don't know, it's kind of weird how they just decide to break up and not go out anymore. I was trying to remember when they broke up, because I couldn't remember, and that's because I don't remember this episode at all. It's very weird episode to begin with. It's not one I'm gonna go back to. It's probably I don't remember it, because if I did see it, it's unremarkable. I just kind of went over my head, and yeah. I know this is a short review, but there's really not much to say about this episode. It's really that uneventful. It's one of those that when I look back on the episodes, it's not one I'm like, oh yeah, that one. It's gonna be like, what was that one again? And I have to read a thing on Wikipedia. Oh yeah, that one. Pass. It's not a big one. The only thing that's important to the overall story is that Tommy and Lori break up. That's the only important thing that happens early at the end of the episode. So, that's really about it. So, I'm not talking about this episode. I'm moving on to the next one.